Hey Bills, welcome back to Gaming on Monday. Last time, I can't remember, we started making a machine. Then I recorded for this time and I finished that machine, the jumper thing. And it didn't record the sound, so if you look in the corner up there right now, you'll see a link to the video. There's no sound and it's not edited in any way, so it's just a raw video with me, what I did last time. But what I did, I finished the jumper, so as you will see here, if we enter it, then you can alter what direction it will be in, and you can then prepare the thing there and jump. And then you can just jump around and use the machine, whatever. If you end up inside one of these things in a corner, is what I mean, then it will automatically turn away from it, because something with the marks and stuff. So yeah. So I finished that one, and then I thought for this time we need to alter the player a little bit, because my idea is that the P itself ends up being a robot. But to do that, we need to have a player parent, so machines and stuff works for all sorts of the player. I think it will start off, or the P will just be a P, but then it will build a robot and then control it remotely. So that's the plan, I think, for now. So we got the parent here, and we then give it to the player, and now the machine has to react on the parent instead of the player only. So let's see. Did I write that wrong? Oh, I wrote parent. No, player. That's when I speak while I'm typing or think something else while I'm typing. Then it goes completely wrong. That was better. So player, and that is what it should be. Movement, password. Yeah, that's as it should be. And then here it will be player, 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 and yeah, I think that was that. Yeah, let's check that it still works. Yup, still works perfectly. Great. Good. Now I will alter something in the game settings for Windows. Allow the player to resize the game window. It should keep aspect ratio Well, I don't get it. Should not stretch when in full screen. Weird. Oh, maybe it's because of its no. I don't really get it, but nothing to do about that. So the next part is making, what should we do next? We need to incorporate a health system for the player. So let's start with some spikes and make sure that they work. Some classic spikes. There's always spikes in platform games. You cannot get around it. We'll call that hazards. We will call this spikes. And it will be 16 times 16. And they will be, oh no, there. We got 16. That's 2 times 4, or yeah. I could make like 2 spikes. Like so. And then I think we'll make them greenish at the bottom. And then more bluish and darker as we go up. Just because. And darker and more bluish. And black, because we don't want to use too many colors. And then we will make the dithering here gray. And then I think we will just add some sort of shine on them here. So they are dark, but they are shiny. No, that didn't work too well. Maybe. Actually, let the center one stay. That will work. So now we've got the sprites here, and all the hazards here. They will those are enemies that will kill on touch. So we will make a collision with our hazard and then something will happen here. We don't know what yet. But let's create the code here. Assets. Create object. Object bikes. And the parent will be the hazard parent. And they will be -5, I think, in depth, because then they are behind the player, but in front of the background. Oh damn. We will put that at 270 here, like so, and 270 here, like so, and now there has like a ghost thing going on there. I think actually we'll just rotate this in here. Instead. And then we will change the light on these. So that that at least looks right. And maybe this one should actually be in the end, just because. Out there. Great. And then we just need to make in the create event here settings, image speed is 0, and then we need to make it choose the image. So image is if oh. No. we can rotate it here. Now, you know what? I have an idea here. We'll still have the object here, but those spikes here, moment, need some alteration and stuff. So instead, we make this square like the solid square, and then we can use a tile set for the spikes. It will still be sprite graphics as planned then, but then we have more control over it. So we'll call it object hazard square. And then we can put them like with the other one. We can actually stretch it over larger distances and such. Then we will make the tile set right now. And we'll call it tile hazards. And then we will say it should be 1700 times 1700. Nah. 90 times 90. And we'll use it as a tile set, and we will have 1 in separation, and that's not right. That should be 85, I think. Instead, then it should look, yeah, that's better. And then just so we know where to work, we will make 16 and 16. We can always increase the size of this if we need more. Did we even do that? No. There's something wrong here. Are the wait. Let me see. This is 1. Oh. So we need to go to 17 because it counts. No. Count 0, so we need to go to 15 to get 16. I think. Maybe. Possibly. We hope so. Yeah. Seems to work. Yep. And then we will just copy the first one. can... Oh, let's copy them all. That's the fastest. Because now we can also make different variations of the spikes and such. For example, we can make some, when we're down in some caves or something, we can make them look cave-like, and these looks more like spikes from nature or something because of the greenish tint. But now we can then use this. And we can't see shit because of the red color. But we can work on that by making a smart little trick here. We make the hazard like this instead, and then we can still use an automatic mask, so it still fills the whole image, but now we can see through. What's the problem? The object name is invalid. Oh, there's some weird thing. Yes, I've changed it now. It should work. Now you can see the sprites of these behind those things. And we can jump up, and as of now, nothing happens. Good. Now, we need two things to happen when we collide with one of these spikes. No, wait. First, we'll make this invisible. We can still see it when you place it in the room, but when we start the game, you cannot see the square. It is there, but you cannot see it. So now there's only the spikes. But when we hit the spikes, we want two things to happen. The machine you're in will go broke, and you die. And when you die, we create a new object here. Object dead you. And that will just be your sprite. Player here. And image speed we still need, and we need. Okay, we just copy this for now. And we say we just put in the code here, and we don't need the blink stuff, and we don't need the inmech. We need the gravity and need the rotation, and vertical speed will be -8, and H speed will be choose -8, -8. That will make it go either left or right. And then we need gravity here to work. It's magic in this one too, so we'll just do like this for now. Great. And put this in here. Physics 101. Bam. And then we'll say x plus friction. Yup. And here we don't care if you press any keys. And yep. What I do right now is I copy all the pieces of code from the original player here, like the standard behavior, because then we can then we don't have to type everything again. We need a dead player here now, so let's make that. That will be image number 8, and let's just make some sort of that was too far. Should be like this instead. Yeah, that's fine. Just some simple X's over the eyes because it's dead. Image index equals to 8, and the physics should work now, and we need the sprite to work too, so we just copy this into the draw event here. And it will draw it, rotate it here, and this 20 here because we need it all in front, or minus 100 because yeah, why not? And great. Now we can say die when touching a hazard, and that will just be instance destroy. That will destroy this object, and then in the destroy event here, when it destroyed, create dead player. false. And movement wait a moment. Yeah. Okay. Destroy machine if in Mac is -1, and rather I will say if not in Mac is -1, then so if it's in a Mac, then with in Mac instance destroy and in use is false. Great. And in make that doesn't matter because it's destroyed anyhow. Good. Boom, boom, boom. And then we need to kill the player, so by with instance create x y object did you normal. Look, who did normal instead. I just figured because then we can differentiate between that and the robot later on. My idea is that with the robot thing, in the start here you need to use machines to move around more than just moving left and right and forward and stuff. But later then the machine will have built in these functions, so it can jump, it will look like a P but with like jump functions and helicopter or whatever we figure out later, and guns, and so then you'll use all the skills you learned through the game but in the robot. And road is other road, and yeah, I actually believe that to be that. Let's try. Good. That actually made it die. Good. And now we want it to object player normal dead. Then we have the system working, and we will change it in here too, because then I won't get confused later, and I will not need to write a lot of code around because other things can die too. Good. And in the dead one here, good. Blink. We'll add a blink here, but it's not the same blinking as the other one, like winking, blinking. It will be like the flashing of the player before it disappears. Great. So start blinking if blink is -1 and H speed is 0 and virtual speed is 0. So if it's standing still, if it's lying still, not moving anymore, then blink equals 1. If it's not, if it is blinking already, then blink is not blink. So if it's 1, it's 0. If it's 0, it's 1. And visible equals blink. So it will flash between being visible and not. And up here, alarm 0 equals, and that would be for about a second. So room speed. Whoop, speed! Room speed. And then in alarm 7, for now it will just destroy. So yeah, destroy, instance, destroy. Great. Action 4, line 9. Whoops, that was wrong. That's how it's written, with the exclamation mark before blink, not before the equal. So now we fall up here. Whoops. Whoops. We just need to say if blink equals, if not, down here, because else it would check if none of these are true, it would blink, and it's not what we want. We want it to hit the spikes, then fall somewhere either side, and then start blinking when it's standing still. Like that. Great. And then what will happen is that it will be teleported back to the nearest or the last checkpoint. So yeah, and that will be that for today, I think. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and goodbye. See you next time.